Okay, we are back with some great news. The Boris Audio Works sound pack for the 737 was released on Marketplace. So us Xboxers on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 now have access to Boris Audio Works sounds for the 737. Great news. Great news. I'm excited about that. I've been waiting for this one. It's been out for PC for, a while now. They've had it for a year for 2020, and then for maybe a few months now on PC for 2024. And we're in the game. So I've been waiting on this one. The PMDG 737-700 is the next thing I'm waiting for to drop on Marketplace. But we got it. So let's check it out. So we're in the cabin. We got our sounds. Just the cabin here. These lights are kind of bright. So, anyway. You can't tell some sound differences located depending on where you're located in the airplane. Go ahead outside. Just running our way around. So yeah. Like I said, we are in the game. Let's get ourselves a flight together. We're gonna go in the sim brief. We are currently at Seattle. So I tell you what, let's do a flight over to... I don't think Southwest actually does this flight, but that's okay. We're gonna go from Seattle to Boise. So let's go ahead and get that together using SimBrief. Oh, you don't know what plane that is. Oh, you don't know what airport that is because I put in the wrong one. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Okay. So let's see how much fuel we need. Let's do 15,000 pounds of fuel. So boom, there we are with that. Okay, we have a flight plan, so let's head back up in here. Again, we're at Seattle Airport. This is a handcrafted airport, so default from Microsoft. Let's see what we got on the weather. 9 knots, that works. And what did we say? Altimeter is 3005, so let's set 3005. .3005 is set. Let's get our Load up from SimBrief, so we did that. We've got 15,000 pounds of fuel, and we're carrying 160 passengers. 160 people going to Boise from Seattle. I guess it's a possibility. But anyway, let's fire up the APU and see what we get. Let's make sure we got a good place to be. Moment of truth here. Do we have the Boris Audio Works APU start? Here we go. Yes, we do. Get that door opening. And igniters. All right. So we got that. Let's go in the cabin. Okay. Yep. So we can hear the APU in the back. We'll go ahead and go on bus. So we got that there. So let's go ahead and get our flight plan together. We still have one more day of good nav data. Again, this came because I completely reloaded the sim, which was a workaround for not being able to update the latest nav data. So we'll see what happens. Come tomorrow. So we'll request our flight plan. We've got Seattle to Boise. We'll select the route and let's pull up our flight plan. See what we got here. All right, we'll load that in. Let's see what we got here. Let me go to the charts app. For SimBrief, we'll unload, and we'll import from SimBrief. We got that in there. Let's see what we got. So okay. So let's get our information in. We're departing. We're gonna do 16 left. And we are doing the Summa 2. And okay, no transition. And then the arrival, we're gonna expect what? Oh, sorry. Duh, wrong one. I was gonna say that made 0 sense. There we go. ILS, Yankee 10 right, Jimmy transition, doing the Cayenne 4 arrival, the Devley transition. Once again, shout out to my niece Talia for her private pilot license. She is a real pilot. So we're going to pretend this is her. She's going to be a first officer today. Flying with her uncle. So I think, let's see what we got here. We'll do step and see what we got. Legs. So there's that. Boom. Okay. Yep. Route looks good. So we got the map there. Let's go ahead and turn on the APU bleeds. Yep, we definitely hearing that air come through. All right, we got air. Let's go here and do our performance data. We'll request it. So our cost index of 5. We'll load it. Cost index of 5. Let's verify a reserve of 6.7. 6.7 on the reserves. Should have a 0 fuel weight. 132.4 plus 15,000 pounds is 7.4. So that does look good. We're going to execute that, but we're only going up to 330 or 33,000 feet, so we'll set that. Unable to 50 at Cayenne. Let's take a look at that and see what the issue is. It's probably because it's, my guess is below 10,000 feet. So, standard arrival, Cayenne 4. Yeah, not a problem. We can fix that. So we'll go to our descent page. And we'll do 250 here. And that should solve that problem. Descent. Yeah, that's a slow descent. Go ahead and speed that up. But that's probably because our cost index is so low. So we'll have the option of going faster. So we got that. Let's get our performance data. So we'll import. We've got runway 16 left. Import from aircraft. Import weather 3005 and calculate. So we've got flaps 5, acceleration height 1000, takeoff to D-rate temperature of 36. 5.28 gives us V1 142, V rotate 143, and V2 146. Alright. So we said we're doing takeoff to, we had 36 degrees here. We'll do climb to takeoff. We're doing flaps 5 and 5.29 units of trim. Numbers are a little bit different, but not far off. We'll go with them. So you got that. Let's go up here. Our overhead panel. Good there. Let's get our fuel pumps on. Good there. And we're still on ground power. Get our window heats going. Fantastic. Does this do anything? No. Just more pronounced, I guess, on the button. We're going up to 33,000. And I forget what Boise is. Landing. So, I'll tell you what, while we're at that, let's go ground. We'll release the jetway. And we'll remove the chocks. Now we'll go here. And what do we have? Airport. 10-9. So we'll set 2,900 as our landing altitude. So we're good there. Let's go over here. Set 164 on our course. Our speed, we'll set 147 for our V2. Again, heading 164. And you know what? I'm pretty sure it's as assigned for the altitude, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Set our flight directors on. Arm our auto throttles, and let's arm VNav, LNav. We'll go ahead and arm our RTO there. And then let's just go ahead and put our trim in now. 5.29 units of trim. Forgot to check our oxygen. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay. I like it. Oh, can't get to the other one over there. Oh, let's see if how the system test sounds.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Let's check our configuration. And you know what? Let's give our nice. Well, I guess we could check the cargo one too. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll get this on. Let's call it 2000. We'll squawk IFR. And that works. And let's see if we can plan our pushback. Might be terrible. We'll see what happens. Alright, so we're going to turn here. And then we're going to have it pull us forward. Alrighty. Ready to get up out of here. Let's turn our hydraulic pumps on. And we'll hit our anti-collision light or beacon. Let's check outside. Oh yeah, that APU sounds good. Okay, let's see what kind of crappy push we get. Parking brake released. And start pushback. So let's see, is it gonna pull us forward? Let's go ahead and kill our packs. Packs are off. He's pulling us forward. And we're gonna get a start from this one here. Until we come to a stop. Southwest would have had both engines already started and ready to go. I like it. Little rattle from the stop. Parking brakes is set. And let's start engine number 2. I like it. There's 25%. That's a good start. Yeah, let's do number 2 inside. the motor. And let's add some fuel. And we'll go outside and listen the light off. So we got 2 good starts. Well, let's go ahead and do our after start items. Engine gens. Flight start switches to continuous. Auto. We got APU bleed off, APU off. And got our probe heats on. We'll get the engine CDU out of there. You see that? I don't like that. See how the right rudder kind of stalls and doesn't go all the way out? That's a binding issue, or a setting issue anyway. I had to figure that one out. Because it's plagued for a while. So we check that. Let's get our flaps down to 5. There's flaps 5. Let's get our lights on. We'll check, make sure we're not missing anything. This is $10.99 on Marketplace, so with tax it comes out to under $12. Haha. Definitely like hearing that nose wheel scrub. I turned off AI traffic because it was getting on my nerves. It's just so sporadic in what it does. So let's listen to that. I love that sound. We'll go ahead and get up to our Southwest official taxi speed. And 30 knots. I love the grumble of gear on the ground. So let's hit the brakes and see what we get. I love that. Let's hear the We're gonna go ahead and line up and be gone from here. And let's roll up out of here. check.
V1.
Gear up. Let's go ahead and go autopilot on so we can watch this thing do its thing. Oh, look at that. Okay. Anti-ice on, why not? And let's go flaps up. Some nasty weather out there, but cleaned up. We're accelerating. And we're climbing. Let's go outside, watch your ears. Suit. Let's go ahead and get rid of our D-rated climb. Hopefully we outclimb all that. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna. Set 33,000. There is 10,000. Landing lights off. Cabin a ding. Haha, there we go, coming out on top. This is Sim Update Beta 5. It's like the 4th iteration of Sim Update Beta 5 or something like that. That looks good. For Xbox, you know? I mean, it's not perfect. You see all this stuff here. Shout out, though, with the Xbox Project Helix they're talking about. I wonder, so it's the next iteration of the Xbox, and you'll be able to play PC games as well as Xbox games on it. So I wonder if that will open up doors to us on Xbox that PC users have. I don't know. What do you think? We're climbing. We're headed right into some nasty stuff. Should we go through it or should we divert? Meh. Let's go. We would definitely avoid the red stuff. We could cut through here. But let's see if we climb on top of it. Yeah, it's getting lighter. Oh, we might climb over it. We might. Or not. We're pretty close to it, though. We probably wouldn't get this close. We'd have probably made our way around it. In between the two. But hey, it's Flight Sim. We'll go ahead and set standard. Yeah, we're climbing above the bad stuff. Let's go to a window seat for a good breakout view. Okay. Looks like we broke out. Yeah, cloud textures aren't perfect, but for console, I'll take it. All right, tell me what you guys think. top of climb, level off. Hear that engine pull back. And just like that, let's get ready for your descent. So we'll go over here and do our forecast. Let's get 310 210. Execute that and request. Load those up. And execute. Got some pretty good tailwinds. Alright, let's see what we got here. 9.784, so that's 1.3. So 140.8. Landing weight, let's see what. 10 right. Weather 140.8. Okay. Under 140. 30. It's 5. What's the weather doing? Arrival. Calm winds. 3017. There's 3017. We got calm winds. What else we need? Let's do our SID. We're doing Cayenne 4. About 8,000. Oh, yeah, that's gonna put us right on there. Okay, that works. That works. Let's set 6,000. 6,000 set. And for our approach, got final approach course of 102, localizer of 111.1, 6,000 Jimmy. Well, I said 210, trying to get down this thing. Alright. Alright, alright. Mm-hmm. So we got that set. We'll set 102 in our course. 102. Set 102 in our course. That is set. We'll turn on auto brake 3. Auto brake 3. And we'll be headed down shortly. See what we got here. Descent 24 miles out from top of descent, less than 3 minutes. So again, we're gonna listen to the engines on descent. There we go. And that's what the PMDG sound set was missing, is the pullback of that engine on descent. They had it in 2020. I'm not sure why in 2024 we weren't getting it. At least on Xbox. I don't know about PC. So we're in the cabin listening to these sounds by Boris Audio Works. Again, we're on Xbox Series X. So the fact that we have the PMDG 737, Boris Audio Works sounds, decent graphics. It's a good time to be on Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, especially for Xbox. So we got spoiler sounds. That's good. We should be turning on final here. We're showing about 14 miles out. And there we go. Localizer capture. And let's go speed 180. And flaps 5. Love the spool down. There's localizer capture. Flaps 10. Let's get this recorded.
2,500.
Let's go gear down. Flaps 15. Start lights on. Armor speed brakes. See if we can get a good auto land here.
1,000.
Let's check. So I've got her set up for auto land.
$500. 400. 300. 200.
You're getting kind of low. I don't know. It says they're high.
100.
Yeah.
50. 30.
So
20.
it came in kind of low.
10.
So the auto land was a little low. But a good landing. across. Let's get our APU going. Take our time here, get our APU, no time to spool up. And let's clean up. Gotta get rid of these vehicles. So we've got our lights there. We'll go there, there, there. There. Our weather off. And then let's what's our trim at? Oh yeah, our trim is way up there. Oops, did I forget to hit that? I thought they fixed this. Now we gotta get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I'm having a hard time getting my turns here. We're in there. So let's go on bus. Thought I'd turn that off. Anyway. Alright, let's listen to that spool down. So what do you think? Boris Audio Works 737 sounds. Again, after taxes, it's about $12 on Marketplace. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. So we'll set our chocks. Request a gate. Request ground power. Let's go ahead and get those we got those there. Alright. I did that. Let's go. Actually, let's go off there. Let's get our shutdown sound of the APU. Okay. What do you think? Boris Audio Works 737 sounds on Marketplace. Us Xbox users now have that to go with the PMD 737, PMDG 737 anyway. Alright, I'm out.